Everybody, I am back. Today I'm going to share with you something that I found out yesterday. It's a service called HeyStream. Or no, sorry. My brain is all in different places. It's Friday. What can I say, right? It's called HeySummit. Anyway, my name is Lynette Chandler from Tech-Based Marketing, and if you would like to learn more about us, just head on over to techbasedmarketing.com. But right now, right here, I'm going to share with you a tool that I discover, and what I do is I discover a lot of tools that you can use for your business, right? And a lot of it can be marketing related or management related, just things to help your business run smoothly and also grow. And as I told you earlier, I found HeySummit yesterday. Now, my initial thoughts were like, not for me, too hard, too much work. I don't want to hold a summit. Why would I want to hold a summit? And so on and forth. But you know what? Let me back up a little bit. If you do not know what summits are about, basically you contact a bunch of speakers and you be the host and you run the show while your speakers will speak about the topic that they are an authority on. So usually this type of summits, you get to build a list. You get to grow a list fast and quickly. And on top of that, you also make new connections with speakers and so on and forth. So I'm thinking initially, like I said, this is not for me, but I decided to jump in and look anyhow because that's my job, right? That's my job. I do all these things. I go check out all these tools so that I can tell you about it and say whether it's a yay or a nay or whether it's useful or not and whether they live up to your promises. And so here I am today. I decided, well, instead of just showing you and telling you, hey, go look at this, I decided to say, why not? I'm gonna go sign up for this service right now live, okay? Prior to what I see on their sales pages and stuff like that, I have no clue what to expect here. So everything is live. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to say crazy things. I'm going to do silly things. But hey, that's what it's all about, right? Because if I'm having trouble, I'm sure you're having trouble. And if I find it easy peasy, it will be easy peasy for you as well, right? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my screen right now to my desktop so you can see what's on here, and we'll go sign up for HeyStream. All right, give me a second here while I do that, and it should take. There we go. So here, oops, you see my, okay, there we are. So I'm right now in my Restream page, but let me go to HeySummit. So you will find a link to HeySummit here shortly. After this live broadcast, I'm going to go in and you should see the descriptions below the video. In the descriptions below the video, a link to the HeySummit deal. Okay, right now, from what you can, as you can see right here, the HeySummit is a software as a service, and what it does is it allows you to hold summits super quickly and easily without having to cobble basically what your systems are together. So right off the bat, you can see that some of the features are you have a landing page builder built right in, which for me, that's not a big deal. But what is a big deal for me really is the talk management, because in my head, holding a summit, the part that's really the biggest stumbling block for me is finding speakers and getting them to do what I want them to do, right? Because we're all busy people, and I do want to respect their time, but I also think that if they want to be involved, they should do what they need to do, and sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But apparently the talk management, it looks really, really nice for me. The speaker dashboard Sorry, I didn't click on the right one. Speaker dashboard looks really, really nice for me. We can invite speakers directly, and then they can go in and upload their headshots and, you know, put their descriptions and so on and forth. Instead of having them submitted on my form on my site, and then I have to hire someone or do it myself and copy and paste all this stuff over to my page, which is a real bore. So that part is really, really nice as well. Now, over the top here, you can see they have this little blurb, you know, they are creating a speaker directory. And if you click on it to learn more, basically they're inviting anybody to register as a speaker. Now, of course, this is very, very attractive to me because I would like to get in front of other people's audiences for free. Why not, right? So one of the things I am going to do, sorry, bad grammar, is to register as a speaker. But I think this is a nice side addition to the actual app, because if we can find speakers directly in the app, especially speakers who other summits have hosted before, so we know that these speakers are open to being in summits and speaking in them. And also, usually if somebody else has done the hard work of inviting, you know, big name speakers, it becomes easier for you as well. So I'm really excited about that part. Now, let's go back to talk management a little bit here. In talk management, basically, how do you host it? How do you really do the actual webinar itself? Well, they say you can just hook it up to Zoom or Big Marker, and you can also do recorded summits if you want to, using YouTube, Vimeo, Visio. I personally have not attended a recorded summit. I think that's kind of weird, but then again, might not be, you know, out of the norm. I don't know. I don't do that very many summits, you know, so this is all kind of new to me and exciting as well. So, all right, let's just go ahead and start a free trial, right? Let's just take a look. So right now we can see that they have 3 plans, and on a monthly basis, it's $59 a plan for one host, 2,000 attendees, one active event, you know, blah, 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 and some transaction fees if you're selling the summit. What I really want to know at this point is if I can hook up my shopping cart to it if I was selling the summit. At this point, I'm not really interested in doing a paid summit. I just want to do a free summit. So all those fees is not relevant to me in a way. But okay, so I'm just going to start a trial for, let's say, yeah, let's just do a free trial of the basic. You know what? Let's just go professional. Let's see what it is. Let's just start that. For all I know, it's probably the same. Okay, so I am going to enter all this good stuff. And, yeah. See, I cannot talk when I'm typing. And let's see here. Okay, what stage my business in? Let's see here. I would say establish. Team size. I really don't have employees. I hate when they ask for employees because I don't have employees, but I have people working for me. So I'll just do that. And I am a founder and CEO. Can we keep in touch now? That's interesting. Sure. And of course, you have to agree. Of course, I always recommend you read through your terms and stuff like that. But this demo, I'm just going to go ahead and click continue. All right. So yay, I am in the dashboard. And let's check it out. So let's give it a minute to load here to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Okay, so apparently nothing in here. Let's click on that and see. That's a logout. There's a profile, team, billing, change password. So manage event. Okay, there we go. for some weird reason that didn't come up first. Okay, let's create our first event. So I have no idea what kind of event I want to hold right now, but this whole app is giving me some great ideas. I'm thinking, I don't know the topic, but I think I may want to host one on maybe selling printables and planners, right? How to break into the planner business or something like that. And my company name is Thrive. Well, at least the site name is Thrive Anywhere. Strapline. What in the world is a strapline? I do wish that they won't use. This will be shown a landing page, a couple other areas. Keep it. So I imagine it's like a, what's that word now? A tagline. Okay, a tagline. Build a business doing what you love. Something. Okay, now I don't have, well, maybe I do have a logo and it's required. So these are things that they need from me. That's fine. So thankfully I already have a logo, and that's always good to have. Let's see here. I'm not sure if they want a square or whatever, so let's see here. I should have read this. This default logo will show on the site emails, full color or black, shown on black on white backgrounds. Okay, fine, but it doesn't tell me the size that it needs. All right, a little bit of nitpicking, but that's fine. Is this an evergreen summit? Now, I've never heard of an evergreen summit ever before. So what does it say here? It does not have an end date. Design Evergreen Summit intended to say open for registrations over the long term, and talks and content to be published periodically. So now that's an interesting concept. I have heard and I have set up evergreen webinars before, but evergreen summits, no, that's interesting. I think maybe a quarterly we find, but even then it just is weird. If I do a quarterly or half yearly or season of summits, I probably want to start new, right? But anyway, I digress. So we're not going to check that because it's not, and we're going to go ahead and save this. All right. So saving. Now it might be taking this a little longer too, because I'm live streaming to you now and I'm live streaming to like multiple places at the same time. So that's probably why my screen is going a little slower. All right, so now I see that I should have uploaded a rectangle web logo up there, and that's fine. So it has built me a page complete with all the cookie notices and all that stuff. Very basic, and it tells me conference when it's starting. It's got an opt-in for me, and also whatever it is, the page and so on and forth. Now I can click here and edit this page if I want to. So how does page editing work? So it looks like it's a WYSIWYG editor. I can just change this, whatever. And there are some little gears here, which is so pretty normal stuff, right? And I can add blogs, videos. I can make columns. I don't know what that is. Add a component. What is a component? It doesn't really tell me. Okay. Now how do I delete this? Oh, maybe it's there? No. Okay, so I just messed up my page and I have no idea how to remove that, but that's fine. So it says event is currently preview mode. Add your first speaker to build your event and clear out the demo content. All right, that's fine, but how do I do that? So right off the bat, the process for creating the summit could be just a little bit smoother, in a sense that they should give me a link here, right, to add, or do I click that? The speaker has an, so all this are just like pages still. And I don't know how to change it at this point. Okay, so like I said, so you see, these are the holes that people fall in when they start up a new service or a new software. And again, I hope that eventually somebody's watching this, because as a first-time user, this is kind of confusing. And only now I do find that this is how I go back. So, okay, that's fine. We hit back to the dashboard, right? So event setup, I probably want to go there, right? And then now I can click on the settings, update. See, this is weird. See, the start date and end date should have been at the very beginning where I created my summit, right? But that's fine. I'm kind of nitpicking here. But so far, even though it's a little weird and I kind of fell into a hole, so to speak, but it has been easy for me to get out of it and get back to the other features that I need. Okay, so maybe May 3rd is a little too early. Let's say I want to give myself time to promote this. I may give it myself a month, you know, and of course to get speakers and so forth. So I may want to do it June 13th to maybe June 14th. Okay, let's just say that. Allow backdoor attendee access without registration. I'll probably not do this. Well, I don't know. You may want to do that if you want to give some people, you know, a selected few, but that's fine. I want to allow attendees required to choose talks. No, I can let them choose anyone, and of course I could and I should put a support email here. Alternative names for conference if I want to, and that's fine. I'm just gonna keep that as is. And localization, I suppose these people are in London and that's why they have that set there. So I'm gonna put my time zone as America, New York, because that's where I am. Eastern. Well, hang on. Is this daylight savings time? Is it daylight savings? I don't know. I can never remember when we are. Okay, time format, that's fine. I'm just gonna leave everything as is. And now this is where I should update my logo, which I'm not going to do that right now. If I want to change my domain, I can do that. I'm not going to do that right now because it's probably going to take me a little bit of time. I like this help desk provider. If you have a help desk provider that you're using, so right now they do live agent, which I have. That is nice. So if you use one of these as your support, FreshChat, Zendesk, Help Scout, whatever it is, it actually works with your help desk, which is really, really good, because in a summit you're bound to get a ton of questions just loaded into you on that day, leading up to and after. So having it all feed into your help desk is lovely. I really like that. That's a very nice touch, but I'm not going to set it up right now because I don't have the right keys. And of course, we can add promo banners. You know, naturally, this is where you want to add stuff so that your speakers can share about it and so on and forth. So I can also change my footer links, and if I have any categories on the talk, I can do that. So right now, maybe I will have entrepreneurship. But see, I don't have so many things I want to talk about, so I'm probably going to delete that and so on and forth. Okay, so we can have like all the speakers in different categories, and that's fine. And I can also change the email template here, it looks like, which is always nice. I can offer, I can provide offers and giveaways to my audience. So if you want to provide exclusive offers and giveaways separate from speaker offers, which is nice, then you put them here. So offers will be shown in the perks page, where giveaways will be shown during registration to incentivize social sharing. So I like that. That is a very, very nice touch. And what about viral incentives? Okay, so this is when they share, you know, we'll give them something special. Hosts, this is where I would add a host. All right. I guess I'll put there. That's fair enough. That's simple enough. Give them first name, last name, and an email. And I suppose that they might get an invite. I'm not sure yet how that works. So add your first. Oh, I'm sorry. That was hosts. That means if I'm doing this with somebody else, let's say you, right? Let's say you and I put together a summit, then that's where I put your email and name address. This is not for speakers. So speakers, add your first speaker. So in this case, oh, this is nice. I can send them, I can change it here. Of course, they give you some examples. And I can also send them login details, which is done. I don't know what they'll find. Additional info is probably like where their bio is and stuff like that they can fill in if you send it to them. And let's see here, what else here? Speaker dashboard. What is speaker dashboard? Okay. So every speaker I can see, so this is, I guess this is basically what it will look like for your speakers. When they log in, they will know like how many days, how much time left they have until their talk, what is the URL they should be using, or the link they should be using to promote the summit. And then it will actually show how many people that they have invited that are going to be attending, and they can also choose like different banner versions and so on and forth. And here as a speaker, they can go ahead and change their blurbs, their, you know, just like what we see before. So I like this a lot. Like I said early on when I first started this, this is really, really cool. So that's for speakers. Let's see, event setup. Okay, integrations. So that's like one of the biggest things of integration is the integration, right? So we really want to add a video conferencing provider. So if we're doing live, need to choose and connect. You have not added any hosts. You will need to add one first before connecting your video conferencing provider. Okay, I get it now. So just because I am the account owner for HeySummit does not make me automatically a host. So I guess if you are a VA or a virtual assistant that you host summits for people, you can do this for your clients, right? So because I'm doing this for myself, I'm just going to do this. Okay. That's fine. So there's plus and minuses to this, but that's fine. So now I can connect my video conferencing provider, and I can click there to Zoom. So I guess there's a few things that I need to do before I can connect my Zoom account, but that's fine. Let's just say yes and see what it does. Okay, so it will do the API setup and so on and forth, which I'm not going to do now. So everything seems like pretty easy to get there, and I really like that. So let's take a look at talks. So imagine the talks will be okay, so this is a nice overview. Every speaker will be given, as far as I can tell, will be given a will be given a landing page of their own, it looks like. Very nice. So, you know, your summit consists of multiple speakers, and then not only do they have a homepage for your summit, but you also have a schedule already built out for you, and like right here, and all the speakers have their own page, and I really like that. Okay, where speakers have their own page right there, and people can click through and learn more. So all this is already set up and done for me. How cool is that, right? I don't have to go create all these special different pages and link them all together. I like that so far. I like what I see. All right, so I'm gonna close this. What is this notable brands? Add and manage brands for this event. So okay, so that makes sense. So if you have a speaker who is like maybe from, oh, I don't know, Walmart. Sorry, I can't think of anybody better right now. Probably because I have to go to the store. You know, you probably add their brand name here, and feature them, and that will give your summit more credibility as well. Now, engagement, feedback, questions. So these are things that you can ask your attendees, I imagine, daily. So let's take a look at how that works. So, all right, so we can show this particular question on this particular date and make it active, right? So that's nice. And you can see the results and so on and forth. You can also have, let's click on attendees here. You can also see at a glance who are the attendees. You can export them even, which is also nice. You can also do giveaways inside this, which is nice. That's always good. You can see who are the top speakers by the number of attendees that they have. There are reports on how well your webinar did. And what is this? Hosting schedules. Print friendly schedule details to assist the host. So it's only me, include all incoming. I don't know. I don't see what's in there. Do I have to set it up? I don't know. Scripts help you structure and host each talk. Apparently there's nothing here. Scripts have not yet been created. Contact the conference organizers. So yeah, so if I'm organizing this, I definitely would be creating all these scripts so that the host can run the talks and so on and forth. And there's also a sponsor list if we for us to set it up and for us to get sponsors. And then these are assets and stuff to promote the summit. So yeah, so far right now I do like what I see. I can have multiple events, and you know, I have a lot of different things I can do inside there. A lot of things that normally would mean that I have to set up not just pages, you know, I have to connect a lot of different things from a lot of different services to make a summit like this with all the features such as the offers and incentives and so on and forth work. And as far as I can tell, you can also set up like membership packages and so on and forth, and purchasing for people to buy from your summit, which is a very interesting concept, or buy to get into your summit. But I don't think I'll be using all this a whole lot. But never say never, right? So overall, I'm sure, from what I see here, there's like a ton of things for me to get into and to discover and to click on to set things up right the way I want to. But at the same time, it can also be fairly easy, because especially if you don't have a site set up yet, if you don't have a lot of these things, if you don't have a mailing list, you don't have a mailing service, you don't have a shopping cart, all of this in here is ready for you to start a summit. And for me, even though I have all that, I think it's still very intriguing, a very compelling package here that they're offering, because it makes things easier for me. So I like this. I like this a lot. And like I said, I will be posting a link where you can buy HeySummit, not for a month. You don't have to pay monthly, and I do believe it's either $49 or $59. I can't quite remember. I will be posting a link in the descriptions of this video recording so that you can take a look at it. But if you are a VA, right, if you host, you do this type of things for your customers, for your clients, it's kind of like a no-brainer to get this, I think. And if you want to do this for yourself, whether you have plans or not, I usually recommend somebody to do this only when they have plans, buy stuff only when they have plans to do it. And I have to confess, I did not have a plan to do this. However, one of the things that I've been wanting to do this year, which is my goal this year, is to have something fun and exciting and interesting that will build my list fast in a large way for my planner and journal store. And I wanted to do it at least once a quarter, if not more often. And before HeySummit, I didn't think I can do it, but I think now this is a very real possibility for me. And to pay $49 or $59, even if I use it one time, I think it's worth it, because how often do we, let's go back and look at let me just go back and look at and I'm going to switch my screen here once more. Let's just go look and see the plans here. Okay, pricing, and I do believe that the $59 deal is for a pro plan. So $59, if I'm going to do it one time this year, right, do I pay $49 or $59 versus $99? I think that's kind of like a no-brainer. So I do think I'm going to grab this. I do. Naturally, I have to sit down and really think more about what I'm going to do, the topic that I'm going to talk about, the topic about the summit, what people would really like to, what would be compelling, what would be interesting for the market that I'm going after. So I'm pumped. I'm excited because we are going into the middle of the second quarter, and I have something lined up in May, but I have nothing lined up in June. So my head is rethinking about June and the third quarter. So I'm looking forward, and I think this has come at the right time for me, and it's a yes. It's a yes for me. So anyway, once again, come back later or refresh this screen in maybe an hour or two, and you will find a link to the deal. Now, if you are watching this months later and the deal is over, I apologize. These things come and go super quickly. Okay, usually maybe 2-3 weeks maybe, and it's not up to me, but my job really is to find all these deals for you. So what you want to do, if you don't want to miss out on future similar deals like this, go to techbasedmarketing.com/news. Get signed up there, okay? You can follow me here on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, you can follow my channel here on YouTube if you're on YouTube. But I'm not always the most consistent, I have to say, on social media. But I am very consistent with my emails. So you want to go to techbasedmarketing.com/news and get signed up there so that you don't miss out on similar deals in the future. Okay, because I'm always looking out, even if it has expired, I'm always looking out for similar things like this for you. So if you just want to get in there, get connected by email with me, and I'll look out for stuff for you. And of course, put a comment in here to let me know if you've missed it, that yeah, please look out for something like this for me. That way I know, okay, where the demand is and what to look for. All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time. My name is Lynette Chandler. Have a good day. Bye-bye.